Hi, I am Sanne van Dormel and this is my episode on intuition. I want to talk about what intuition is, what you can use it for, and the scientific experiments that have been done to prove this phenomena. So let's get started. What is intuition? Intuition is the quality of feeling something without thinking about it. It is a feeling where you know what you need to know without any clear reasoning or logic preceded. It comes directly to you. So, how do you recognize your intuition? That's actually quite easy. Your intuition will never pressure you. It will give you directions and it will give you tips, but it will never try to scare you, pressure you, manipulate you, or threaten you. It gives you information without creating fear.
You won't feel emotions when listening to your intuition, just information appearing in your mind.
Where does the confusion lie? Many people confuse their intuition with that voice in your head. This is the voice that's never satisfied, that blames you for things, that makes you insecure and condemns you. In this society, people get nervous when people mention voices in their head. Most people have never learned to distinguish between the different ways that information can come in. When they first hear that they should listen to their intuition, they don't know what it is that they should listen to. How can you use your intuition? You can use it to help you through your life. It will show you what the best thing to do is for that moment, so you can create the best life you can live. It will tell you when to do something, so that you can align with what it is that you wanted. Now, let's talk scientific evidence. I want to show you some of the scientific evidence regarding intuition within people and animals. First off, I want to show you some of the work of Dr. Rupert Sheldrake. Dr. Rupert Sheldrake is most famous for his hypothesis on morphic resonance. But he has also done quite a lot of other experiments regarding telepathy. I'm going to show you some of his experiments. All of the results that have been achieved have had a higher score than would have been achieved by or created by natural gambling. This means that he has proven that these phenomena exist. The first experiment I want to talk about is a sense of being stared at from behind. Dr. Rupert Sheldrake came into contact with this phenomena that everyone seems to know, namely the sense that you are being stared at by someone out of your line of vision. He set up a very simple test to prove this. He made one person guess if the person standing behind him was looking directly at him or her, or away. The test results came out positive. Just to make sure that the person couldn't guess any other way, or know any other way, they made the person who was staring at the test subject, look through a closed window. The second experiment I want to talk about revolves around telephones. It is well known that when you're being called, you might know who it is, even if there's no way of actually knowing. Dr. Rupert Sheldrake did an experiment with this by making a person, or actually a lot of people, guessing who is calling them. The results of these experiments were statistically very significant. You can find the specifics of the experiments on his website, from which I will put a link in the description below. It's not just humans who experience intuition. Animals seem to possess this quality. The third experiment I want to talk about is how dogs seem to know when their owners return beforehand. Dr. Rupert Sheldrake was exposed to this phenomena, that pets seem to know what their owners are thinking. Like cats seem to know when they have to go to the vet, and dogs seem to know when their owners are returning home. The latter he researched in an experiment.
To make sure that the dog cannot objectively know when the owner is coming home, he is at least 5 miles from home when he leaves. The place where the dog is waiting is constantly filmed with time registration. The person goes home at a randomly chosen time. The people at home do not know when this person will come home. The person takes an unknown vehicle to get home, like a taxi. This is the result of the experiment. You can see that the dog spends more time near the window just before the owner returns, and then, when he returns, he spends a lot of time near the window. Pretty amazing, isn't it?
If you'd like to know more about the work of Dr. Rupert Sheldrake, I urge you to look at his website. As said earlier, I put a link in the description below this video. You can also look him up on YouTube. It's quite interesting. Now, next, I would like to stay with the animals for a bit, and I'd like to discuss the behavior of birds. A very interesting discovery has been made in recent years, namely that veeries, which is a kind of bird, seem to know what the hurricane season will do for the Gulf of Mexico in the coming year. They indicate this by means of migration behavior, if it's going to be serious or not so bad. Birds expert Christopher Heckscher has been studying veeries for years. By catching these little birds and providing them with a GPS signal, he can see where they're migrating to. Now, he knew they were migrating south, but he wasn't sure where exactly they were going to. Apparently, these little birds fly from Delaware, North America, over the Gulf of Mexico to Brazil. Heckscher investigated this phenomena, and he discovered a special correlation. When a severe hurricane season is to approach, the veeries leave their nest prematurely. They seem to know when hurricane season is especially hard and anticipate on that. Veeries normally fly over the Gulf of Mexico at the height of hurricane season. If you want to know more about this phenomena, you can watch the series Connected on Netflix. The first season, the first episodes, the first 10 minutes. You can see how this works. Thank you very much for watching my episode on intuition. I hope you liked it. If you have comments or questions, you can place them in the comment section below. And I will hopefully see you next time.